Hi, Dan Fujikawa, Kiwi at Home Immigration Advice. Today I want to talk about who is legally allowed to give immigration advice. So we know that certain people are allowed and aren't allowed to give advice. It is an offence to give advice if you're not allowed to. So it's important to find out if you're allowed to or not allowed to. The first thing to distinguish is what is immigration advice. And the Immigration Advisors Licensing Act 2007 distinguishes between immigration advice and clerical work. If a person is giving immigration advice, they must be licensed or exempt. If a person is doing clerical work, they do not need to be licensed. Immigration advice is using your knowledge of immigration matters in New Zealand to help or guide another person to do a visa application or to do some other immigration matter. For example, doing a person's visa for them, giving advice on what documents they need to submit with their visa application, giving advice on how to prepare an appeal, giving advice on what type of visa a person should submit and how they should submit it, or how they might structure their immigration pathway. This is all immigration advice. Clerical work, which isn't immigration advice, includes things like filling out the application form. But it's important that the information that you put in the application form must come directly from the applicant themselves. So if you start to fill in information for what you think is good, this then becomes immigration advice. It's important that the information is exactly the information that the applicant gives you. You can proofread an application, check for spelling mistakes and things like that. Once the person doing clerical work puts some of their own input into the application, this starts to become immigration advice, and this is illegal if the person is not licensed or exempt. The other thing that anyone can do is to, of course, advise a person to go and seek professional advice. Go and find a lawyer or an immigration advisor and get professional assistance. One question we get a lot is, are employers allowed to do visa applications for their staff? Technically, no. If you're doing a visa application, this is most likely immigration advice. The reason being is that if you do an application properly, you need to use some skill and knowledge of immigration matters to do a good application. If you're going to do a bad application, there's no point in doing the application for your employee. So most employers who do applications for their employees are giving illegal immigration advice. Anyone who is not licensed or exempt and gives immigration advice is committing an offence. This offence is punishable by up to 7 years in jail or a fine of up to $100,000. The system was made to protect migrants, so it is better for migrants to get professional assistance, and we can help out and make sure they have the best, most successful result possible. Again, thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe. And as always, if you want a video, please write something in the comments. See you next time.